Hey yoga friends, welcome to another gentle stretch and breathe yoga session. You found Yoga with Lisa SXM, and we're going to start right now. Go ahead and slide onto your yoga mat and just get comfortable, settle in. I like that cross-legged seat, we call it easy pose, and arms can rest on your knees. Straighten that back, let the shoulders squeeze back just a little bit and then let them go. Lift the top of the head up. Lengthen through the spine from tailbone all the way up. So engage your core muscles and lengthen up, but relax your shoulders. That's a lot to think about. So take a moment to just settle in and align and lift. Take a deep breath in through the nose and send the air deep into your deepest part of your belly. Exhale, squeeze everything in and out. Good morning, welcome. Happy to be with you too. Thank you, Audrey. Okay, so just concentrating on the breath for a moment. Close the eyes, lengthen through the spine. Tuck your chin in just a hair so the back of your head is what's reaching up. Deep breath in. Exhale everything out. Squeeze the belly in. Force all the old air out. Let's breathe in again. And let it go. Repeat. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Bring your hands to prayer pose. Take a moment for yourself. Set your intention for today's yoga. What brings you to your mat today? Even if you can't put it in a word or a sentence, maybe it's just a feeling, but acknowledge that feeling and find gratitude in your heart that you have it, that brought you to your mat. This is a time for you to take care of yourself, to connect with yourself, to breathe deep, and get all the kinks worked out. Let's go ahead and interlock your fingers, start to squeeze and release. Keep breathing. Turn the music up a little bit. Back to prayer hands. Take those prayer hands and begin to draw an infinity symbol in front of you. Use your wrists to accentuate the size of your lazy, crazy figure eight. Keep breathing. Stretch the arms out wide. Chest comes forward, arms, hands go back. Lift your face, lift your chin, breathe in. And out. Bow your head. Bring the hands in front to reach forward. Bow the head. Feel that creating space in the middle of your back between your shoulder blades. Reach forward. Keep breathing. Keep the left hand reaching forward. Right hand reach up. Straight up. Breathe in. Good morning. And bring it back down. Bow the head. Other hand lifts straight up. Lift the face. Breathe in. Exhale. Bow the head. Bring the arm down. Do it again. Up. And down. Other arm goes up. And down. Prayer hands back to your heart. And we're going to do that infinity symbol again. Big, use your wrists, bend them this way and that. Change direction. See if you can manage to do a backwards infinity symbol. Takes a little bit of thought. Once you get it, you got it. Breathe. Use those wrists. Stretch it wide. Arms reaching back. Chest reaching forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your face, breathe in and out. With this breath in, we lift both arms up. Breathe in, nice and slow. Look up at your fingers and wiggle them. Keep breathing. Watch the right hand drip down all the way to the floor. Bend over, side bend. Hold it here in 2 breaths. Feel that stretch from your hip all the way to your fingertips, through the side ribs, through the armpit, through the elbow, through the palm of the hand. Stretch and breathe. And when you're ready, come on up. You can push against the floor to help you. Both arms up, wiggle the hands, wiggle the fingers, breathe. Look up. Exhale. Inhale big. Other hand drops down to the floor. And we bend over, stretch, and breathe. And smile. One more big breath in. All the way out. And breathe in. Arms out to the side. Give yourself a hug. Work your fingers back behind the shoulder just a little farther. Crisscrossing those elbows in front. Shift forward and back on your hips. Arch the back, round the back. Look up, look down. Breathe. All right, find your center point, sit steady, and lift the elbows up. Open like a flower blooming above your head. Open, slow, and breathe in. Arms all the way down. See if we can find our hands behind our tailbone like that and interlock the fingers and straighten the arms. You can always use a belt or a washcloth or any kind of fabric. If you can't quite manage to get your arms straight, you can hold the fabric behind your back. We're just squeezing those shoulder blades and breathing. Feel that squeeze. Squeeze it harder. It's good for you. And slowly let go. Release. Bring the arms to rest on the knees again. Who's with me today? Jane and Good Cards and Audrey. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for being with me. Let's go ahead and bring one leg out. I got a kitty cat, if you hadn't noticed, joining us for yoga today. So that's a half straddle. Take your long legs hand and slide it from the thigh to the top of the calf and maybe all the way to the ankle or the foot. Reach the other hand up, and we're going to close the door. Bring the hands together and look down. And then open the door wide and let it go as far back as it can and look up, breathe in. And down we go. Close the door and let it swing wide open. Keep it going with your breath. Exhale, inhale. Any speed is perfect, whatever feels good to you. Breathe. Let the breath lead the movement. One more, open wide. Close it down. Slide your hands back up. Let's tilt over the other way a little bit. And back up. Both hands reaching up. Breathe in. Down to the heart. Close the eyes. Sit quiet for just a moment. Connect with yourself. If you have mind, like monkey mind, your thoughts are jumping from limb to limb in the branch of your mental tree, just take a breath and say, later on, I'll think about all those things. Right now, I'm connecting to my true self, and I'm breathing deep. All right, let's put the legs the other way around. Now, if this heel isn't all the way in, don't worry about it. It can be out. It can be anywhere that suits you. Take that hand on the long leg. We're going to reach for the ankle or the foot and bring the other hand straight up. Take a nice breath in here, and when you start to exhale, close the door down, look down at your knee, and move over to the side. Open and breathe in. Close it down. Open. Open wide. Let the hand go as far back as it can, but don't stretch. Don't stress and don't overreach. Just find your full range of motion and work with what you have with gratitude. Could be worse. Everybody knows that, even though sometimes we judge ourselves and say, oh, I'm not very flexible, or oh, I don't have the flexibility I used to have. That's maybe true, but you just want to appreciate what you have in this moment, in this instant of your life. With gratitude and awareness, breathe and be here now. One more big opening of the door. Big breath in and exhale, come on down. Hold it here for a moment. And then slide the hands back up. Reach out and let's go the other way. Okay, come on up. Turning sideways on the mat, stretching the legs out and pulling the flesh away from the sitting bones. Reach forward for those ankles and come up. Just move with your breath. Exhale and reach down. Bring your face down towards your knees. And when you come up, lift your face and arch your back just a little bit and breathe in. Stay down. You can soften the legs. Let the feet flop outward and reach towards your insole, your arch of your foot with your fingertips. Round your back and drop your head. Caterpillar pose. We'll stay here for 4 breaths. Long, slow, deep, full, relaxing breaths. Try and release the back and the hips and the neck. Let heaviness rule the body. Don't resist gravity. Come down as much as you feel like you can as you relax and sort of collapse inward. All right, walk your hands up your legs. Come up to sitting tall again. Let's reach straight up. Flex your ankles. Reach for the sky or the ceiling. Reach up, straight back. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, let's go to the top of the wall across the room. It's a diagonal, about a 45-degree reach. Very vibrant in the legs. Feel the back of the knees opening up into the earth. Offering stability. Keep breathing. Let's come straight back up to the capital letter L position. Reach up, breathe in. One more time, go for the diagonal, looking down at your legs so your neck is straight. Reach with the top of your head and your fingertips. Push down with the bottom of your knees, the back of your knees into the floor, flexing the ankles. Keep breathing. And back up. Bring those hands down and let's scoot on to our back sides. Hips and heels close together. Arms can go wherever feels comfortable right now. And just let yourself be heavy on the floor. Make sure your shoulders and your hips feel balanced. If not, adjust so that you feel balanced. And drop, when you're balanced and ready, drop both knees to the left. Ask that right hip to let go. Relaxation begins in the mind. You have to actually decide that you're going to let go. Knees up and over to the other side. Now the left hip, it gets its turn to let go. And up, bring the knees to the chest, hands to the knees, squeeze it in and release a few times. Breathe in and out as you squeeze the knees into the chest. You exhale. As you release the knees away from the chest, inhale. 2 more times like that. Let's Let's bring them in and hold them into the chest. Squeeze. Use your arm muscles and your hands to squeeze those knees into the chest. Release all your tension. Lower back, tailbone, hips. All right, widen the knees out. If you need to support from underneath, you can put your hands underneath and support. If you want to feel that real severe stretch in the inner thigh, you can put your hands on top of your knees for a little extra weight. Remember, breathing is always the way to go. Breathe deep. Beautiful. And reach the legs straight up into the air. Reach your arms up into the air. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists. Change direction, keep breathing. Bend it down, bending the knees and the elbows. Bring the knees close to the armpits. So I've noticed some people are pricking their knees, hardly move when they bend their knees, and the heels come to the hips, but the knees don't hardly move. See if you can bring your knees close to your armpits and your heels almost like you're holding something on top of your feet. And the hands come down to almost like a push-up position, except you're upside down, of course. Push it up and point your toes and your hands. Flex and bring it down. Push it up, point, flex, bring it down. We're going to do that 10 more times. Push it up, point, flex, that's 1. Push it up, point, flex, that's 2. Push it up, point, flex, that's 3. Up, point, flex, down and up, 4, point, flex, 5, up, point, flex, that's 6, up, point, flex, that's 7, up, point, flex, that's 8, push it up, point, flex, that's 9, last one, push it up, point, flex, and bring it down. Arms reaching up, bring your feet together and point your toes and reach the body as long as you can. Stretch and breathe in, expanding your rib cage in all directions. Big breath in. That's your good morning stretch, the stretch that we naturally do after a wonderful night's sleep. Let's go ahead and turn on our side. Side resting pose, always so comforting. Head can rest on your arm, or if you have a small pillow, you can put a pillow under your head. And just take a moment to let your hand rest on your hip. Knees are bent and stacked for stability. And then we're going to extend the leg out and reach with the hand, bringing it up with an inhalation and down with an exhalation. Breathing in and down. Work with your full range of motion. Acknowledge where the edge of your range is and don't push past it. Don't cause any injuries or sensitivities to flare up. One more big reach up, breathe in, and bring it down. Put the hand in front of the chest for a little stability, and let's circle the knee. Change direction, circle the other way. Maybe find that big toe and grab a hold of it with your fingers and stretch the leg up. If you want to find the edge of your range of motion, if you're not already there, pull the leg to its extreme spot. Stay there and breathe wherever it is. Never judge yourself. Only appreciate yourself. Be grateful for this body, be grateful for this life, be grateful for this moment and every breath. Bring that leg back down and just rest for a moment. Maybe give a little bit of rub to the hip. And then just let yourself sink down into this gentle side resting pose. It's the fetal position or very close to it. Bring the hands straight up from your shoulder, fingers spread wide. Bring it forward to touch the floor. Reach as far forward as you can. Back up and drop it back behind you. Open. You can roll onto your back a little bit and open the door again or close it. Reach forward, 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 forward. Breathe in. And open wide all the way to the floor behind you, rolling onto your back. Let's do that one more time. Reach forward, 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 and open wide, reach back. And now we open with the other hand, and we have a little twist going on here. Just relax. Listen to the body. If you find it one place, perhaps somewhere in the middle of your spine or a little bit higher or lower, it's talking to you right now. It's got something to say. Just listen with love. Breathe air. And the healing energy that comes with the air, send it right to that spot with love. And then we're going to come back to fetal position, take a rest. Bring up your top knee to in front of your chest and put it on the floor. Straighten out your lower leg. And turn it so that the front of the thigh is on the floor. And the back of the knee is looking up. And now we have a more extreme spinal twist. And open your chest towards the ceiling, arms spread out like a capital letter T. Or if you find a different position is a little bit better for your arms, you can certainly use any adjustment, any modification that works for you. Beautiful. Let's come back to fetal position. And hand in front of your chest. Use it to push yourself up. Let's try coming over to the other side. Knees are bent and stacked. Feet are stacked as well. Hand rests on the hip. Head rests on your shoulder or a pillow if you have a pillow handy. Allow yourself to be heavy and sink down into the floor, supported by the earth, trusting, comforted. Reaching with the top hand and the top leg. Reach through the heel and the fingertips. Bring it up. Breathe in. And down. Exhale. Up and in. And down, matching the breath perfectly to the movement. Let the breath lead the movement. Breathing in, we rise. Exhale and sink. Let's do one more. Keep with me. And come back for a little rest. Rub the hip if you need to. Hand to the floor in front of your chest. Circle the knee. Make it as big as it can, but don't worry if it's not as big as you think it ought to be. Let's go the other way. bend that knee, grab onto that big toe with your fingers and stretch it up. You can stay right here. If your knee didn't get straight, that's okay. If it's bent, that's fine. And if you feel like you need a little bit more, you can pull the leg towards the side of your shoulder, side body. Stay wherever you are at your extreme pose and breathe deep. And then release, come back to fetal position and just rest. Reach your hand straight up from your shoulder. Spread the fingers wide. Breathe in. Exhale, reach forward as far as you can. Reach. And lift it up, overhead and all the way back to the floor behind you. Turning the back, shoulder and the back of your neck onto the floor. And go ahead and raise it back up and close the door. Bring the hand forward, reach forward, keep breathing. Bring it up, drop it back, up, and reach forward, breathe. All right, reaching straight up. Actually, let's go back and do a little bit of a spinal twist. Open the arms. Relax in this position. And when you're ready, roll back onto your side. Head rest on your shoulder, arm rest on your hip. Rub the hip if you need to. All right, take that top knee and bring it up to your chest and lay it on the floor. Stretch your bottom leg out. Turn it so the front of the thigh is aiming down on the floor, and then open the chest to the sky. More intense spinal twist. Breathe and relax. Let everything go. Trust yourself enough not to hold. Usually somewhere in the tailbone area, we're holding. And if you can just let go and release and breathe deep, you can clear out those cells that hold on to waste products because you're always tense there. Let it go. Breathe deep. Exhale away those toxins. Let the body work the way it's supposed to. Stress and tension are not happy friends of our healthy bodies. Awesome. All right, come onto your tummy now. Put your hands under your shoulders and bring your elbows right in by your waist. Put your forehead on the yoga mat, tucking your chin into your chest. And the toes are together and pointed. See if you can really squeeze the legs together at the heels, at the toes, at the knees, and through the hips. Squeeze the legs together. And we're going to do a low cobra here. So you bring your forehead to the floor. It's staying there for now. And then we turn the face and bring the nose to the floor, and then the chin. And then we lift the whole head up. Keep your shoulders pulled back from your ears. And just lift up as high as you can. We're not pushing with our hands at all. The hands are completely uninvolved in this motion. Squeeze your hips. Lift your torso up. Keep breathing. When you're ready, come on down. Chin comes to the floor first, then nose, then forehead. And after that, we open the toes, open the heels, and have the toes point in, the heels point out. Arms can come up above your head. Turn your head to one side and relax. You can stay with just like that with your arms and your head, but bring your feet together again and just pick up your right leg. Keep breathing, keep holding that leg up. All right, change legs, pick up the other leg. Maybe turn your head the other way. And put it back down. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Elbows tucked in at your waist. Point your toes, push your heels and your toes together and the knees together and the hips, the buttocks are clenched tight for support. Forehead on the mat. Low cobra, here we go. Forehead, nose, chin. Head comes up, shoulders squeeze back away from your ears. Squeeze your buttocks and lift the front of your torso up. Don't use your hands. Breathe. And exhale, coming down. Come back to your resting pose. Keeping the hands and the head just like that. Bring your feet together and lift the left leg up. Keep breathing. This is particularly good if you have any sciatica pain. It's a good exercise to do once or twice a day to relieve that sciatica. And when you're ready, drop it down, bring the other leg up, maybe turn your head the other way. And drop it down. Let's put the hands under the shoulders and push back. Find your pose of a child. Bring the face down by the knees, arms reaching forward as far as you can. When you're ready, rise up and let's find our table position. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. And let your back be straight for a moment. Just push away with your hands. Engage your fingertips. Are your fingers spread wide or are they scrunched together? Spread them wide. Get a wide base of support in your hands and push your fingertips into the mat. And we begin by arching the back up and dropping the head, dropping the tailbone. Coming back to a flat back, lift the face up, lift the tailbone and let the middle of the back sink down. Cat and cow, back and forth. Breathe as you move. Take your time. Any speed is perfect, but breathe as you move. And let's level it out. Look around your left shoulder and try and see your left hip. Stick your hip out. If you don't see it, it's okay. Come around the right shoulder, look for the right hip, and back and forth. Bend one elbow at a time. As you look left, bend your right elbow. As you look right, bend your left elbow. Keep it going. And then let's come back to the cat and cow. Arch and sway. Keep breathing. All right, come back to table. Turn your toes under and let's find our first downward dog of the morning. Take it gentle and slow. We're going to lift the hips up, drop the head down. Find the perfect spot for your feet. Adjust and then settle in. Push them away with your hands and your arms and your fingertips. Create space between your fingertips and your shoulders. Push away and drop the head between your arms down to the floor. Lift the back of your thighs up, the back of your knees out. Lift the hips up and back. Push away and breathe. Beautiful. Transfer to a plank. Bring the feet a little closer, shoulders over the wrists. Hold and breathe. Strong arms, strong back. All right, come back down on your knees and find your pose of a child. This time we're going to rest the wrists. Back lie, the feet, palms are up, and the head hangs down in front of the knees. Rise up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly leave the head hanging in front. And then as you come straight back, shoulders over hips, arms come out to the side, and the head lifts. Breathe in. Bring those prayer hands overhead and sink them slowly to your heart. Push it up. Breathe in. Open the arms outward. Exhale, bow the head. Repeat. Rising up, breathe in. Coming down to your heart. Exhale. When you're ready to inhale, push the hands up, breathe in. And then just imagine you're drawing your aura around your body as you come down. The hands come down to the heels. Exhale, bow the head. This time just the left hand reaches up. And walk your right hand out. You turn so you can see. Out away from your feet, and we come over. And we switch sides. Breathe. One side. And the other. Breathe. Two more times like that. Just keep going. And let's come straight up, arms out to the side. Reach it up, breathe in, down to the heart. Push it up, breathe in. Arms out to the side and down. I'm going to turn again because we're going back to something you need to see from the side. Come up and bring your left leg in front. And put your hands on your knee. I'm going to walk the leg a little bit forward and hands come to the floor. This is a lovely stretch for the back, legs, front, the quads going up into the front of the hip. Push back. Let's try it again, reaching forward. And then push back. Change legs. Sinking forward. Push back. Breathe. All right, come back to the kneeling pose. Let's put the hands on the hips or on the waist and make your knees just a little wider. Tuck in your butt muscles, squeeze in your buttocks. Lift your chest, lift your face, arch up. This isn't about going back, it's about reaching up with the sternum. And release your shoulders back and let your arms be kind of loose, just sort of hanging from the shoulders. Squeeze the buttocks to protect your lower back and lift up with the sternum. All right, come down to pose of a child. And back to table position. Make sure you're aligned. Bring the knee to the nose and then bring the heel high and the head high. Exhale, inhale. Keep it going. Change sides. Nose to knee, head high, heel high. Exhale, inhale. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's change sides again. Right now. Change sides last time. I know you're feeling it. Me too. Keep it going. We're almost done. All right. Let's come down into a straddle. All right. Take a moment to just settle in and feel connected to the earth through those sitting bones and through the backs of your knees and your heels. Those are your contact points. From there, we press down, allowing ourselves to lift up. And we're going to reach up, straight up. Breathe in. Arms coming out to the side. Reach beyond your toes. One side and then the other. Reach. And reach back to the center, arms up, breathe in. Prayer hands down. Let's find the floor in front. Lower yourself down just a couple of inches and push back. Maybe even just 1 inch. Down and up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more time. And come back to sitting tall, arms out to the side and up. Breathe in. Take the right hand down and watch it come all the way down. Curl it underneath your belly and over we go. Ear close to the knee. Fingers reach for in the direction of your toes. Toes pointing up. And rise up, arms out to the side. Windmill them over and we go the other way. Breathe. Feel that lovely stretch all through the rib cage area on the side. Up and over. And all the way around again. And up. Bring those hands in front again. Bend about halfway down to your extreme. Whatever your extreme is, go halfway there. Look over your left shoulder. Press back and breathe in. Exhale, bend down and look over your right shoulder. Stay and breathe. And press back. Inhale. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder, bending halfway down. And press back. Inhale. Last time. Pressing back. Take a moment for yourself here. Hoping you feel balanced and peaceful in this pose. If not, bring your legs a little more in so that you can really be comfortable with your straddle and balanced. And we're going to let the hands rest on the legs, palm up. Bring your heart forward and up. Let your sternum rise forward and up. Close the eyes, travel in your inner universe, and breathe deep. Beautiful. If you like, you can bring your legs into our original pose, or whatever pose is comfortable for you to sit with your back straight and tall. And we're going to work on our breath a little bit. We'll start with a rectangular breath. So we're going to breathe in for 8, hold at the top of the rectangle for 5 counts. And as you hold the air in, let it expand and suspend within the body. Make it feel full and like a rising cloud that's expanding. And then as you exhale, 8 counts down. And as you're empty, you can suck the belly in and be completely empty of air for 5 counts. And then we breathe in again. And I'll be counting, so I'll be breathing air in and out with little puffs, but you can do it as a continuous inhalation and exhalation. Or if you want to do the puffs, that's also a valid way to breathe for a breathing exercise. So let's sit tall, arms resting on your knees, hands pointed up in acceptance, and begin by a big breath in together. Inhale, exhale it all out, and we begin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with your own counting. Beautiful. Just let your breath return to a natural rhythm and notice how you feel, eyes closed, drifting in your inner universe. Notice patterns or colors that you see in your inner world. Perhaps you move into one of those patterns and find that it surrounds you on all sides as you're enveloped in that pattern or that color or that light. Beautiful. Bring your hands to crisscross in front of your pelvis on your ankles and round your back. Slump your shoulders, drop your head, keep the eyes closed. Keep drifting in your world. The back is rounded, the head is heavy, the shoulders are slumped. We're just going to move all of our weight over to our right hip and let the head roll over by the right shoulder. Not trying to use any muscles, just letting gravity pull the head down by the right shoulder. Release the neck. And slowly come back to center. Take a breath. Release the neck. It's amazing how far down your head will roll if you just release the neck and shoulders. Let's shift all our weight over to the left hip now and let the head roll over by the left shoulder. If you need to undo your arms and let your arms hang at the side of your body, that's okay, do that. Softness, gravity, release. And then slowly roll back and center your weight on your hips. Slowly begin to straighten, starting at the tailbone, the mid-back, the upper back. Last thing to come up is the head. And lift your nose as if it wants to look up to the top of the wall on the other side of the room. Big inhale here. Imagine the energy of your heart shining forward, love and bright colors. Exhale, let's drop one ear down to a shoulder and let the other side of the neck stretch. Release your neck. Inhale, bring the head up. Exhale at the top. Inhale at the top. Exhale, dip your head the other way, one ear reaching down for the shoulder. The shoulder does not come up to reach for the ear. Breathe. Inhale, bring the head back up. Exhale at the top. Inhale. Exhale, drop the ear down the other way, tilting the head over. And inhale up. Exhale all the way over. Inhale up. Exhale all the way over. Two more times just like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And up. Breathe in. Blink your eyes. Let's come up into a hero's sit if that suits you. If not, you can stay as you were. But if you want to and can, sit on your heels. If it's a little bit bothersome, you can put a pillow under your knees or under your rear end, as you like. Hands rest on your knees, shoulders back, chest rising up, heart shining forward. Reach both hands forward. Elbows back, thumbs come just in front of your armpit, little fingers reaching down to the floor. Lift your face, look up, open your mouth and stick your tongue out. All right, close your mouth, reach forward, round your back, drop your head, reach forward, breathe. And come back to silent scream, elbows reaching back, thumbs right in front of your armpits, little fingers reaching down. And reach forward, round your back. All right, hands to the legs. And let's just roll one shoulder at a time. Roll it forward and back, up and down, round it back. And over the top to the front, like a bicycle. Roll the pedals of a bicycle. You can pick those arms up if you want. Let the elbows work. And reach it out, breathe in. Prayer hands down. Come up and sit on the side and let your prayer hands tilt over and your head tilt over. And then come back onto the heels and resume your level prayer hands. Reach it up. Bring the arms down like angel wings, beautiful white feathery angel wings. You're working those angel wings slowly gliding through the sky, down and up, breathe in and out. Reach it up, prayer hands up, bring it to your heart. And scoot off your heels to the other side. Tilt the body over, prayer hands on their side, head tilted to match the hands. If you can manage it, if not, just tilt your head as much as you can. And manage yourself back up onto those heels. Prayer hands. Push it up, breathe in. Angel wings down. And up, breathe in. Hands together. Bring it to your heart. Let's do that again. Push it up and out and up. Take your heart. Bring your hands right to your heart and let your thumbs or your thumbnails touch your sternum. Bring the elbows out a little bit and spread the fingers wide. Push. Push the hands together. Push the fingertips together. Push with the muscles of the arms. Push with the muscles of the hands and the shoulders and the side rib area under your armpits and your back by your shoulder blades and your chest underneath your collarbones. Push and breathe. Beautiful. Interlock your fingers and round your back. Push forward. Exhale. Bring it up overhead. Reach up. Breathe in. Bring the hands to the back of the head and put the elbows way back. Look up through the top of your eyes and blink as fast as you can. Blink, blink, blink. Beautiful. Rise it up. Stretch tall. Reach up. Breathe in. And bring the hands down. Let's come back to cross-legged seated. Just check in with yourself here. Bring your prayer hands to your heart one more time. Ask that everything that your heart feels be guided by love and by the great spirit of the universe, the unity of all living things, the prana of magic life springing forth in all of us. Let the heart lead the thoughts that you have. Bring your prayer hands to your forehead. And may all that you think be guided by the love of your heart, the wisdom of your inner true self, the Spirit of God within us all that unites us. Bring the hands back to the heart, bowing the head. Take a breath. And then we bring the hands up so the thumbs touch the lips. May all that you say be guided by your heart, the love, the wisdom, the need for love from others, the need to give love to others. We are all one, we are all united, and I am so grateful that you joined me for this hour of Stretch and Breathe yoga. I am psyched that you're still with me. Please stay if you can, and if not, check in on the videos down on the page lower down. Any suggestions that you have for me, I accept them with great love and appreciation, and I give you my most sincere namaste. Have a wonderful day.